welcome back. So today I'm really excited because I'm going to be doing some Halloween crafts. So in September I started getting loads of Halloween crafting videos coming up on my For You page, and I was like, I really want to try those. Some of them look so good. I'm hoping I can do them justice. So I will leave the name of the TikTokers in the description so you can go ahead and check out the videos for yourselves. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into it. Oh, also I got this little headband literally today from Morrison's for £3, knowing I was going to wear this t-shirt, and it just goes perfect. Do you know what I mean? Spider on my head. So the first little crafting project is actually making a ghost, and this was the one that I was like, I'm definitely doing this. I just hope it works. So what I needed is a plant pot, some oasis, also need 3 sticks, and I thought I'd be able to get like just straight sticks from somewhere, but obviously people just don't sell sticks. So I got these bamboo canes from Wilko's, and I thought I was just going to be able to like snap them into the size that I need, but my husband said no, you're going to have to use a hacksaw to get them to the length that you require, so I'm going to have to do that. Then I also needed some cheesecloth, some balloons, some PVA glue, a bowl to mix the PVA and water in. I've also put this board down because this will need to dry for 24 hours, so I can just move it to another part of the house to dry. So I'm going to start with my plant pot. I'm going to cut this oasis down to size first. This is going to go everywhere, isn't it? Okay, let me get the thinnest of these out so that it won't take me 10 years to saw through it. Might only actually need one. Oh my god. That'll do. Next I need to blow up 3 balloons. 1 large one for the head, and then 2 smaller ones just so he's got his little hands, you know, up spooking people. So the basic ghost shape is done. I'm just going to measure out the cheesecloth that's going to be draped over him, and then I need to get it soaked and start putting it on him. So let me just get that measured. It's going to be draped over him. So I've just done 2 layers of the cheesecloth, just roughly cut. So now the fun begins. I don't actually know how much PVA glue or water I'm supposed to be using. Let me have a look at the video. I've lost the lid. It's literally there. Still not sure how much glue I actually need. I'm just gonna guesstimate that that will do. And a drop of water. Give it a good old mix. So now I'll just submerge the cheesecloth into the gloop. This is definitely not enough. Oh my god. And now I'm covered in gloop. Better to be safe than sorry, just do a load. Okay, just loads. Just do more. Do more. Okay, I think that is soaked through enough. So now I've got to wring it out. Oh god. Whose idea was this? When the lady did it on the video, it was a lot less messier than this. Don't know how she's done it. So now I've got to open this all out. Don't know how. Oh my god, why is it so skinny now? Oh my god. I'm having an absolute nightmare. Camera stopped recording. I have had to reduce, look, his arms hanging off here. I've had to reduce the size of him because this cloth is now not big enough to go right over him. So hopefully now it will work. That's it. I'm going to leave it there. It doesn't look great whatsoever, but it is hopefully going to stand up and support itself. I'm hoping I haven't watered down the glue too much and it will actually hold its shape once all the inside of it is taken out. So I'm just going to stick the eyes on and leave it because it's doing me head in. And I just want to move on to the next craft because just not, I've had enough. So I'm just going to make two little eyes from this black foam that I got from the range and then stick those onto his face. Does that look cute? That does look cute, doesn't it? I think this next craft is going to be a lot more simple and a lot more doable and a lot less stressful. So basically the TikTok video showed a like eyeball in like fluorescent fluid inside a jar, and then they put the word specimen on the jar and it just looked really spooky and whatnot. The only thing I could find that would fit into a jar was a fly. I just got this fly for £1.50 from B&M. I did find this like severed hand in Wilko's, but then it was hard plastic and it wouldn't have fit in the top of any of the jars that I could find. So I'm having to go with a fly. Obviously picked up a jar as well from B&M. This was £1.99, and then I picked up a pack of highlighters from Poundland for £1. So I'd say I hope this is really simple. I'm assuming it is. I'm just going to stick the fly in the jar. Oh, get in there. Then I just need to fill the jar with water. Oh my god, I'm pouring it everywhere. Next, I need to get the ink out of this and squeeze it into there. Another messy job. I don't actually know how I'm going to get this off. So I've now got the ink in it, courtesy of my husband. Now I've got to squeeze the ink into the water. I just hope this works. I really, really hope this works. It is working. Oh my god. Oh my god, that looks amazing. Can you see that? Looks so good. Right, I'm not going to put any more of the ink in because I feel like if I do, you're not going to be able to see what's inside. But oh my god, that works so well. I think that looks so cool. I'm sorry, I really do. So I've just stuck a little label on that says juice of fly. I wish it was a bit more spooky looking, but I was just working with what I had. Again, with the fly, I wish I had some body parts and whatnot to stick in the jar instead of a fly. But overall, I think the concept of it is absolutely brilliant. So if you can get hold of body parts and whatnot, imagine how good like different type of jars would look with all this going on. I just think it looks so effective and it's so easy to do. So I'm happy with this one. So for the next craft, I've actually just had to adapt it a little bit because in the original video they used pool noodles, but can I get pool noodles in the UK at this time of year? No. So I'm going to use toilet tubes, toilet roll tubes and kitchen roll tubes. Is that what they're called? I can't actually remember. So I've got my tubes, I've got a couple of packs of electric tea lights, a glue gun, some paint, and then I'm just going to use this foam board to stick everything onto. So everything should become clear once I start putting things together. So I've got the general setup and heights of how I want these tubes to be. I may as well just say I'm making like Gothic looking candles. And these are going to sit in the top, and I'm going to use the glue gun to make like melting wax around the edges. These candles don't quite sit in here. They're slightly too small than around there. So what I will need to do is put a base of glue on the inside for the candles to sit into. Obviously you wouldn't need to do that if you were using pool noodles because they're a lot thicker. You can just dig out a space for the candles to slot into and it'd be a lot easier, but I don't have pool noodles, so this is what I'm using. Yay, that's worked. So it just sits nicely in there now on the glue. I've done all the others as well, so I'm just waiting for them to dry. While the others are drying, I'm going to start on this candle and I'm going to drip the hot glue around the edge to make it look as though it's wax dripping. So I'm doing bigger drips and smaller drips in like different places just to make it look a bit more authentic, if that makes sense. That actually looks pretty cool. No, it's taken the skin off me. I'm not doing it anymore. So it's a week later because I literally took the skin off 2 of my fingers with the hot glue in the last clip. It's actually healed really, really well. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to do. But yeah, so things are going to look different because it's a week later. So I'm just going to get back to making the candles. I've pretty much done this one and I'm really liking the way it's turned out. I have decided I'm not going to use the thicker tubes that I had. So I've just got a couple more toilet tubes to just add some more candles in. So I'm just going to carry on doing what I was doing. So my candles are all now dripped and dried, so I'm just going to take some black acrylic paint and paint them all up and paint the top of the little tea light candles as well, just so it all blends together. So my little drippy candles are all practically dry and all I've done is just stuck them together in this little arrangement. I did have to wipe off the paint and then just use a permanent marker because the paint just wasn't sticking to the plastic. I probably should have sanded it down a little bit or used a primer on it first. But I'm absolutely loving the way it's turned out. Like, I know I got maimed during the making of it, but I really, really like the way it looks. I would definitely make more of these and maybe do different colours as well. I just think they're so lovely. This last like crafty DIY thing was actually a Christmassy one, but I thought I would just turn it into a Halloween one. Again, the name of the TikTok will be down in the description. So for this, you need the oven, some white chocolate, some spooky sprinkles. I think I got these ones from B&M. It's like green and purple ones. These were from Aldi and then I think these were from Asda. And then I ordered some powdered green food colouring off Amazon. I'm going to turn the oven on. I don't know actually how hot the oven needs to be, so I'm going to put it on low and just heat it for longer rather than having it high and burning it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put these in the oven and let them melt. I think it's been in long enough now, so I'm just going to get it out and see. Take a spoon and just then need to take some more chocolate in a bowl and melt it to add the food colouring to drip on top. I'm going to add some green food colouring. I don't know how much I'm supposed to add. I don't really want to ruin this with this because it just doesn't look very green. It looks powdery. Right, let me just dribble it over. So it's not as green as I'd like it, but I suppose it adds a bit of something, doesn't it? Next, I'm going to go in with, I think, these purple sprinkles and just sprinkle that all over. Should I maybe add some of the green ones as well to make it a bit more green? And then I think I'm going to use some of the ghosts and some of the eyes, I think. Just going to leave it like that. I hope I haven't ruined it putting that green stuff on because it tastes quite bitter. So I've clearly not used it properly, but it looks good. So I'm just going to leave it to set. I'll probably put it in the fridge for now and then come back to it. This is fully cooled down now. I've actually put it in the freezer just to speed up the cooler down process. And I'm just gonna break it up into little bits. I love the way that this looks. I just think that it's not gonna taste very nice because of the green food colouring powder. I've used too much. I think I probably should have diluted it in water first, but I didn't want to make the chocolate runny. So it does actually look really, really good. So I'm pleased with the way it looks. I'm sure next time it'll turn out to be tasty as well. Our little ghost is all nice and dry. It's really, really stiff, so I'm hoping it holds up once I take the balloons away. This balloon has actually burst and it hasn't moved too much, so I'm hoping it stays upright once we remove the balloons. So I did have to pry the bottom up off of the board. I just hope it works. Oh my god, I think it might have worked. I'm just going to burst the big balloon. Maybe I shouldn't have burst the big balloon. Oh no, his head! Oh my god. Oh my god. And it stands up as well. I can't believe it. Oh my god. I love it. So that's all the TikTok crafts completed. Oh my word. Probably the hardest video I've ever had to film, and I bet you only about 10 people watch it. So if you are one of those 10 people, leave me a ghost emoji in the comments so I can see that you've watched. Absolutely love the way everything's turned out. I love this little ghost. I did not think he was going to work, but he has, and I cannot believe it is standing upright by itself. Like, he's so cute. Love it. Love the way this little jar turns out as well, although I do wish that I had something better than a fly in there, and I did end up taking off the label because it just wasn't like gothic or spooky enough. So I do think that this is something that I'll be doing again in the future, but I'm just going to keep my eye out for something better to put on the inside, I think. And as I say, I just absolutely love the way these little candles look. So even though I ended up injured during this video, I did actually really enjoy making it. Hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then please subscribe. Bye!